everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Nendoroid Ninomae Ina'nis from Hololive English Myth. You can see it there in front of the box. Go ahead and put it off the side real quick. Yeah, if you look at the box, yes, this is 2350DX. This is the deluxe version. You can see Ina there, kind of, you know, with her tentacles and everything, and Max Factory up here in Hololive Productions, and her name in English and in Japanese right there, and sculptor Max Factory Maeda, you know, DX 2016 Cover Corp and Nendoroid series, and up here you have you know, Ina again on top, another pose. On the side you have a couple more poses of Ina, also the tentacles on the back. On the side you have more poses of Ina, and on the bottom you have more Ina, and on the back you have lots of Ina, and copyrights and warnings, and you go for ages 15 and up because it's not for children. Oh yeah, also inside the box you can see that there's a Ina symbol. We'll see that a little bit more on the stand as well. Also, you have instructions which are in both Japanese and in English. You know, so for all the stuff that goes on inside of her, stuff. Yeah, all the stuff that goes inside, all the stuff that goes it's in there in the box. So there you go. So, Ninomae Ina'nis, or Ina. It's getting in close real quick. You can see. Yep. This is the fourth Hololive Myth Nendo we've gotten. You can see there you got her little purple and yellow hair. little tiara looking thing going on. You got that. You got her, you know, kind of purplish eyes. You got the little smile. She's always got her little halo, her little hair. Definitely not flaps or anything. You know, you got her outfit, you know, the kind of pattern on there. You got the little bits of purple, kind of weird wing looking things for the belt, kind of belt wing thing, whatever you want to call it. The one sleeve, you know, gloves, kind of again, the mismatch down there. You have big old long hair, which also nicely fades into a darkly into with a gradient. And of course you have on that the base, which, pull this off real quick. Yeah, there's the symbol again. Nice little thing with her name, special base. 6 cover on the back. Yeah, you don't get a normal Nendo base with these. You just get the. Yeah, so there you go on that. Mine, I swear, just keeps wanting to go off the side one way to the other. She doesn't want to look straight ahead because of the thing. But yeah, that's Ina. She's great, you know, as a whole. So yeah, articulation, you got, you know, you got that hinge, so you got forward and back. You have left and right. You kind of get a little more waggle. You can also kind of pop her arm off if you're not careful. Yeah, her hair is going to be a big thing here because she's got really long straight hair, and it's going to get in the way a lot of things. Her shoulder can go forward and back. She has the bicep sole. This thing can rotate, I guess, the little flower thing, whatever it is. You got this rotation there. You got a rotation at the wrist. Sure, let's come across. Down here, I don't think there's anything at the waist. No, there's not. These can't really move, at least they're not supposed to move, I don't think. I have to double check that because it's a weird thing. Let me look at that real quick, and I've been a little afraid of even trying to move them. Yeah, I wouldn't. Doesn't look like they're supposed to move. Well, maybe. Yeah, I don't think they're supposed to move, so I would not try to. Oh, that's the other thing, her beyond the hair. You even got the little thing right there. Yeah, Ina's back. Ha 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 ha. Jokes. Anyway, yeah. And now you got the feet, you know, the legs, you have the hips are on ball joints, so you got the, you know, all around and slight, you know, rotations and all that stuff. And I think, yeah, she's got special, I think they've changed up the ball joints again, so yeah, they're not the same as they were. Why do you keep falling off? That wasn't a problem before. Now you are because, I don't know, the camera's on. That's probably, it's one of those things. Ina, come on. Work with me. You know what you're doing here. Also, yeah, oops. Also, the stand itself, you can see, you know, it's got the rotation there, and it got the hinges and everything. And yeah, the hexagonal peg, so, you know, make sure you're paying attention when you plug it in. Make sure you're paying attention. You don't want to accidentally mess up the anything because you're trying to peg it in incorrectly. Also, it's kind of a pain in the butt to peg it in when, you know, you can barely get your fingers in there. But yeah, it pegs in pretty securely though. So there you go. That's Ina's articulation and whatnot. And yeah, So, of course, she comes with several accessories. If you have... So, there are two versions of actually. There's the regular version and the DX version. Again, this is the DX version. So, for the regular version, if you buy the regular version, you will, of course, get the replacement neck joint, just in case things go wrong. You get, let's see, an alternate face of her, you know, big old smile. There's a little fang right there. Kind of her chat needs to be bonked face. You get a takodachi. No takodachi. No taco. All content, smiling. You get some glasses. Sometimes she does that. You get Ao-chan. You know, Ancient One. The book. And some cool things you can do with that. You get a little alternate, you get a pen holding hand. You get an alternate bent arm with, you know, another hand, which is for holding, you know, it's holding one of the accessories. And you get the other bent arm with also has a little tab in it for holding accessories on the hand, which can be swapped if you want. And of course, there's also a stand here, which is for either Taco or Ao-chan. And of course, this stand, you know, it's got a little ball joint at the base, and there's a little hinge there, and there's a little ball joint for those, and I'll show that off in a little second. And if you get the deluxe version, you get the back tentacles. Even though Ina's definitely human, you get this. But yeah, this is the back tentacles if you buy the DX version. If you don't buy the DX version, this does not come with it. So there you go. Now, Ina here. So of course, swapping parts as usual, pretty straightforward. You just, you know, pop that off. Be careful with the halo thing. There's not a lot of plastic there, and I'd hate for someone to break this because they weren't careful. But yeah, that pops off, and of course you can you know, pop a face on, and there you go. Now she's got a big old smile. Let's see, yeah, the glasses here, those are pretty straightforward. You got to be careful, but just kind of squeeze them in there. I think, yeah, they seem to just want you to squeeze them in. Although I think the best thing to do would be just kind of there's like no hooking spot for them on this, but you just kind of, I feel like the best way to do things is just kind of bring them forward like this in there, because they kind of hold wedge in there, and then just kind of do that, and they'll kind of seat themselves properly. It's a bit easier than trying to jam them in with the hair on, so that's my personal opinion, but there you go. She's got the glasses on. And of course, yeah, you can swap out the hand. Swap out the hand for, you know, her pen hand. You can draw something. You can draw something. You draw something, or of course, you know. Oh yeah, there's also the stuff, which is, yeah, the taco. There's a little hole in the back, so she just plugs this in. You know, you can have the taco kind of floating around her if you want. Feed him cookies. Or, of course, yeah, with the book has, yeah, there's a hole in the back of that too, and you can plug that in the stand as well, so you can have this floating around instead. Or you can swap with the arms, which, of course, you know, at the bicep, pop it off, pop a new arm on. Thankfully, this doesn't have the problem I've been having with the biceps swap, the arm swaps, where it just, you know, pops off. Now, with this arm, you have to be careful. With this one, what you need to do is you need to pop it off and make sure this little ring, you have to pop this ring off and put it on the other arm, because otherwise it won't work right. There'll be a gap, and it's going to be weird. So make sure to swap the ring, little ring over when you swap arms. Yeah, and then so you got, you know, all that, and of course, there's little tabs on the hands, which there's little slots on the side of the book, and you can, if you get it all lined up properly, you can have her holding the book. If you do it all properly. And there you go. That popped itself right back up. There you go. Now she's holding the book. So there you go. That's all the stuff for the regular version as well. So yeah, and of course with this, it's pretty straightforward. It's just a peg and a hole, and it just pops in. It's just a circular peg. You don't have to worry about it. Just pop it in, and there you go. Now she got it. And yes, the stand is actually capable of holding her without the, without, there's no worry about this, falling backwards unless you intentionally tilt it backwards. But yeah, it won't fall backwards or anything. And then also the cool thing here is, if I can get this off real quick. Oh, that's on the timer. She can, this is stable enough. You don't need the stand if you have the tentacles on. If you have tentacles on, you don't need the stand. So that's pretty cool. Right there. That works. So there you go. There's all that. I'm going to put this back on the stand though, just because I'm going to need it for the comparisons I'm about to do. If I can get this on properly. There we go. Oh no, the hair's coming off. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. Yep, so that's pretty much Ina as a whole. Now, as for some comparisons, because of course, got to get Myth all in here. Here's Callie. Here's the Goob. And here's Watson. Yep, there's Myth so far. We're just missing Kiara for the Nendos. Still a gray prototype at this point. Don't know what's going on there. They're kind of taking a while on that one, but Figment's going on that one. And they've also announced Promise, Hollow Promise Nendos. So hey, we're getting Crony, Mume, Bay, Fauna, and Iris. No Sana though. So yeah, there's the 4 of Myth. So yeah, that's Ina. Ina's pretty nice. Really not a whole lot of accessories on there. Not a whole lot, a couple extra faces, which is nice. She's got Takodachi, a couple extra arms. Yeah, not a whole lot in general. But what she has is good enough. Depending on if you get the normal version, it's going to cost you roughly $44 or so, give or take, depending the yen. The yen is 6,900 yen, which is going to fluctuate. At this point in time as of recording, it's about $44. And the deluxe version, which I got, is about 9,900 yen, which is about $63 or so. $62, $63. So at this point of recording. So not a huge price difference. You get basically paying an extra $20 or so for a huge, massive tentacles. That may or may not be important to you, but yeah, you'll have options. If you think the tentacles just kind of drive the price up too much, you can just spring for the cheaper one. Either way, it's not that expensive. And again, considering the HoloLive, quote unquote, HoloLive tax, it's not bad. So yeah, if you're a big Ina fan, in which, let's be real, I've seen what you Takodachis could do. You guys are scary and it's crazy sometimes. She's worth it. Yeah, of course. Yeah, if you're a Takodachi, she's absolutely worth it because anything for your Ina, right? But yeah, only thing, I wish she came with a crowbar. I just wish she came with a crowbar, but unfortunately, she does not. So I have to find if I can find one that will scale with a Nendoroid or something. Maybe just 3D print one. So anyway, she's great. I highly recommend. If you like Ina, pick her up. This is a good Nendo. My only thing is, what was it? Just for me, for whatever reason, her hair just gets in the way of actually getting her on the stand, but it's not too bad, and you can get it on there eventually. But her hair can kind of get a little bit in the way for getting her on the stand, but once she's on there, she's dead solid, at least on mine, so there you go. So, there you go. Wow. So that's it for this review. I hope you found it informative and entertaining. Hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my social media down in the description and at the end of the video. Check out my Coffee Meet and my Patreon. And I shall see you next time with another video review.